Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
It is 7:07 on this Friday morning in your nation's capital. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your morning routine. We don't take it for granted, I promise. Coming up later this morning in just 30 minutes, Tom Fitton is going to join us. Now, Tom, of course, runs Judicial Watch, and they had a huge win at the Supreme Court this week having to do with candidates being able to sue over voter fraud. We'll get into that coming up in 30 minutes. But first, we've got plenty more to get to with Patrice Onwuka, fresh from her son's star turn there in the Oval Office with the president. How's Jesse doing after his big media tour yesterday, Patrice?
Oh, he is still over the moon. And apparently become a little bit of a cultural icon. I'm amazed.
Amazing. Yes, well, you teach the president about homogenization there at the Oval.
And get a challenge coin.
You're going to be okay. Well, we love stories like that, Patrice. We're very proud of you and Jesse. Joining us right now, another guy we're proud of. You'll remember him, Luis Fernandez, a Northern Virginia father who was, just to remind everyone, his daughter swimming on a local swim team at a local pool. And you were, as the parents are, Luis, you were brought in there as one of the judges during the meet, and you noticed that one of the competitors in the girls' swim meet was a boy. And, well, that's when things started to spiral a bit. Tell us, sort of shorthand, what happened there, and then the update you've got.
Sure. Hey, good morning, guys. So the short story on that was, the pool ended up not liking that I had said something about it, and we ended up with a big story and a dispute.
Well, they kicked you out. They banned you, didn't they?
They did. That's right. They did.
Unbelievable.
So fast forward a few months, and I had a chance to speak to you guys around that same time, and now, so at the time when we spoke, we had, I was trying to emphasize that the a lot of pools were at risk of the same kind of situation. And I think, and so I think a lot of parents ended up writing to, our swim league. And then of course there was all the guidance that, the other sort of national swim leagues were putting out. And at this time, now we have the Northern Virginia Swim League has recently put out this update, basically saying that they're going to adopt the same policies as the other leagues and only allow biological categories, which is incredible news.
So this league, the Northern Virginia Swim League, these people always fall back on, well, listen, gosh, I wish I could do something about it, but my hands are tied because these are the rules. We don't have anything on this. You pushed it, you pressed it, you drew attention to it, and now the Northern Virginia Swim League says boys compete against boys, girls compete against girls. That is a huge victory, Mr. Fernandez.
Yeah, it really is. I think it's hard to understate how important this is. I obviously I think the Trump administration and the kind of national outcry has really amplified this issue and made it necessary that they say something about this. And so I think most of the credit goes there, but I'm happy to, it's been fun to, have my friends, give me some credit, and, it's fun, but definitely I think most of this, is owed to the parents who reached out to the NVSL and then of course the national, the national pressure.
I give you so much credit, sir, because it does take the individuals who are seeing what's going on, standing up and speaking out. And, for years, I work with Independent Women's Forum, and for years we've been calling attention to boys, biological boys, infiltrating girls' sports. And 5 years ago, people were laughing at us, and, this doesn't happen. It would never happen. And so it's been wonderful to see parents like you stand up and be bold bold and be unafraid, and really for all of us to work together to push for the changes that are needed. What are you hearing from the other parents? What are you hearing, from others who, probably may not have been willing to put their neck out as you did? But what's the general response here? Are there parents who are upset that biological boys can't swim anymore in the girls' sports, competing competitively?
There's no question there'll be people upset on the other side. I mean, that's guaranteed. I mean, that you can't have. We wouldn't be in this situation if there weren't going to be people upset on the other side. But that's okay. The truth is on our side. Team sanity. It's here, and I think sanity. Yeah, and so I think I'm not too worried about that. That's okay. Those people need to be corrected ultimately, and that's okay. Like that's a hard thing to do. That as a parent, that it's one of the hardest things to do. You don't like doing it. I mean, there's a reason why the bad parents are the ones with spoiled kids, right? It's like correcting people is very, very hard. So that's okay that there are some people who are going to be upset. But I will say that the biggest thing that my people I'm speaking to, my friends, are worried about is enforcement. And I think, I'm actually not super worried about this. However, it does require action from parents at the pools, and not just the pools, right? But if we talk about this in other sports, and I think the kinds of action that need to happen are not even should be pretty low stakes. So I actually would love to take a minute and just kind of give a walkthrough of what I think should be done, what people should think about doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think just walking through it quickly. It's just you sign up your child for, let's say we're talking about the swim league now. Sign up your child for your swim team, and then once the season starts, very casually, the team reps are other parents, they're other volunteers, they're people and if you don't know, you should know them because they're taking a lot of time out of their days to help have your child have a good swim season. So after you've registered them, go and meet the team rep and just tell them, hey, look, I would like to know if you're going to swim against other teams, or if our team is going to have, if our team is going to have a boy swimming as a girl or a girl swimming as a boy, whichever way. And then basically, once you tell them that, you're giving them an opportunity to recognize that somebody on the team is not going to agree with, some kind of rogue non-enforcement of this policy.
Yeah.
And so that's all you really need to do. Because here's the reality. Sex differences are much more noticeable than age differences. And so this policy is totally easy to enforce from the team rep side. They all know which kids are swimming as girls, or boys swimming as girls. They all know that. So it's just a matter of saying something casually on the side, informally. You don't have to create a big scene in order to make sure this policy gets enforced.
All right, excellent advice. And just bring it back to Woodley Pool, the pool where this all took place, where you got banned. Have they now reversed that decision? Are you going to be able to go back there and root on your kids?
We'll see. We're still working with the pool. I think there are, like I said, a lot of this comes down to. Actually, I guess I didn't say it here, but basically, these kinds of changes have two kind of vectors, right? There's the national kind of what do you call it? Like the oversight vector. There's there's the law, right? There's things coming from top down, and then there's the bottom up kind of stuff. And I think the pool needed to wait for the top to say something, and they're not going to change. They're not. It's hard to make a change if there's a dispute at this dispute among siblings, if you will, right?
Yeah.
One somebody's not going to back down until the parents come in and have a chance to say something. So that's what we're seeing. There's the parents coming down. Now there is a dispute, and you have to create that. Otherwise, there's no reason for the parents to say anything at all, which is what had been happening.
That's right. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It takes a person to have to step forward like you did as a dad to protect your children and stand up for reality and the truth. And of course, suddenly you're the troublemaker, you're the problem, so you'll get banned. But now the truth has caught up to that story, and now you need to be restored there so you can continue to not only root on your children but to demonstrate and model other kids, to other young men and boys and other dads, exactly what it means to be a dad. Luis Fernandez, congratulations on making this change,
Yes.
on being a part of this. The battle continues. We just had a doctor who is a specialist in reproductive health under oath in the Senate refused to say that a man can't get pregnant, Mr. Fernandez. So the work is not done, but you're doing your part, and we appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.